Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Facebook Live on how to get your staff to communicate more with each other. Just let me know that you can hear me and see me. And also let me know what is your biggest struggle when it comes to your staff not communicating with each other. Like, where are you finding it the most, and why do you wish that they would talk to each other more? So again, as you're coming in, just say hi and let me know what is that thing that just keeps coming up, the teachers that are just not communicating with each other. What kind of bottleneck is that causing in your school right now? Awesome, my friends are here. Brenda, Crystal, Charna, hey! Hello from Memphis, awesome. So nice to see you, Charna. So let me know again, what is the bottleneck? Like the fact that your staff aren't communicating as well with each other, what kind of bottleneck is that causing in your school right now? So let me know that in the comments. And I'm gonna get started in a second. Tonight we have a super short one. I'm gonna share a super quick strategy with you. The staff like to keep ideas to themselves and they don't share ideas, okay? So the fact that they're not sharing ideas with each other is definitely a cultural thing. So interesting that you brought that up. I want to see how I could tackle that with you the next time we have a support session, maybe, Brenda, in the inner circle, because that's a really great question. But as an offshoot to the question, why is that a bottleneck in your school? So I know that we have a bunch of people here live and everyone's being silent and not talking. Hey, Summer. Things seem to change so rapidly the admin staff can't communicate change to the team in a timely fashion. Okay, so that's like a little bit of a separate angle where things change very quickly and you need a better system of the admin staff communicating to the teachers in a timely fashion, or is it communicating between admins and admins? Summer, if you could just let me know the answer to that question. So Brenda says the bottleneck is because we have a lot of untrained staff and the seasoned teachers don't mentor them as much as I would like to see. Okay, awesome. Hi, Vanessa. Jenny says the big one I find is that classrooms aren't checking in with each other if they need something. They always call the office first, right? So the first line of defense becomes the office or you or your secretary or your admin, whatever it is, and they're not talking with each other. I need a mop bucket, that sort of thing. You have the most hilarious sense of humor, Jenny. I crack up from you. Yeah, so admins to teachers. Okay, awesome. So, okay, interesting. So based on like a couple things you guys are saying, okay, so I'm gonna share the strategy that I came prepared tonight to share with you guys, which is more about empowering teachers to communicate more with each other. When it comes to the admin team, Summer, I'd love for you to actually come on Tuesday to our goal planning session in the inner circle. And I actually have a really great tweak that I want you to take with your admin team or in the support session, or you could just post it in the Facebook group. And I'll help you tackle that because that's just a simple, quick fix for that. But okay, so let's go into your staff, right? So like Jenny nailed it on the head, where she said that she finds that the classrooms aren't checking in with each other. If you need something, they always call the office. So one of the best, most simplest ways to get started is that, and especially to get teachers to collaborate more with each other, is that when they come to you to ask you for advice on something, right? Or they come to ask you, where is this located? Or where can I, where do I place this order? Or where does this bucket go? Or how does, like, any question, right? And they're constantly coming to you, right? And really, if they spoke with each other, they'd be able to help each other out. So when they come to you, the number one response is going to be, have you asked any other teachers yet? That's going to be your first response. And if they're like, no, I didn't ask anyone yet, I was just passing by, so I just came by over here. You're going to start training your people that they need to talk to each other before they come to you, okay? So ask one other teacher, and then, she can't help you out. You're like, you come to me and I'd be happy to help out. Even if you know the answer, even if it just takes the same amount of time to answer her question, that's not the point. The point is that you're trying to create a culture and an environment where teachers are seeking each other out first before they come to you, right? So it's not that you're not a resource anymore and you're not a support system. That's not the point. The point is that before you come and dump everything, right, you need to turn to your teachers to ask them because they know better. So it's also in the positioning, right? So when the teacher says something like, how should I write this email to the parent about, I don't know, X, Y, and Z? So you can say, go ask Jenny. She just wrote an email like that last week. And I actually gave her a couple pointers on it. She can help you out with that. Why can't you just help me? Jenny actually has some great experience on it, and I just helped her out last week, so I think she'd be a perfect resource for you right now, and she'd be happy to help. And so the reason that you're consistently doing that again is because the teachers are actually going to give better advice than you do. Because when they go to each other, they're able to understand each other more than you can understand them, because now you're in the director position. Even if you were a teacher for 20 years, doesn't matter. You're not a teacher anymore, okay? It's very hard to resonate. It's like, I always say this to my mom, like sometimes I'll be up at night with the kids or whatever, she's like, oh yeah, I remember. I'm like, yeah, you remember, but you can never do that now. Okay, you can remember from today till tomorrow what it's like to have a baby, what it's like to wake up at night, what it's like to do this, what it's like. Bottom line is, there's a reason that 60-year-olds don't have babies, okay? There's a reason that they're grandparents now, because they don't have that energy and mental capacity and emotional energy to raise kids. That's why we have kids when we're young, right? So when you're a director, it's nothing to do with young or old right now, but you're in a different phase in your life right now. And so you need to be able to start pouring into yourself, and you're relating to other directors who are in similar positions to you. And so by training your staff to communicate more with each other, you're actually giving them one of the biggest gifts by helping them learn how to vent if they need to each other, commiserate with each other, and support each other. So let me know in the comments if this makes sense, and if you guys have a question on how to say it in a way that doesn't feel offending to a teacher or anything like that. Hi, Emma. Nice to see you. Okay, Brenda says yes. Awesome. Hey, Barbara. Nice to see you. Awesome. Charna, how does that resonate? And it says, I like that even if I know the answer, it's about teaching them not to ask me first. Yeah, Jenny. And it's really, really hard because it's so much easier just to tell them. And that's our like gut reaction and instinct and like our reflex, right? But again, like if we really want to create this environment where people are collaborating with each other and we're always going to be the one that give the answer, then how are you creating a culture of collaboration if everyone just comes to you to ask you for advice, right? It feels great as the leader that you have all the answers and you're a great support system. But ultimately, that's not the goal that you're after. The real vision of the school that you're trying to create is that the teachers are going to be collaborating with each other. And here's another thing is that you're going to trip up and you're going to answer their questions. This isn't about self-judgment or about beating yourself up. Oh, I really should have said that. There'll be so many times that you'll be able to do that, that you'll get better and better at it. It's not about, always getting it perfect right out of the bat. You're human. You're not supposed to get it right off the bat. Crystal says, yeah, it totally makes sense. Brenda, I think some of my teachers would be pleased to help their coworkers. Yeah, Brenda, you'll actually be surprised. People like to help each other, okay? People don't like to be mean. Most people are nice. And seasoned teachers and even rookies, they like to be, think about yourself. When you give advice or when you give support, it feels good inside, right? Because it's like a basic human need to want to give back. And so teachers actually like to do that. Charna says it empowers teachers to take a lead and be a mentor. Yeah, even if it's something as simple as like, yeah, I know where, those supplies are. Charna told me that they're over there, like last week, or I saw the delivery, bring it in over there. It's empowering. Knowledge is power. And so people feel empowered to be able to share, but especially if they could be like a mentor, like, oh yeah, I'll tell you how to write that email. Or, here's the ouch report, and these are the things that you need to fill out to make sure that it's documented properly. So yeah, saying something like that's a great question, ask blank, they can help you out with that. So Crystal, I actually like to skip out the thing of like, why don't you ask blank? They can help you out. I like to say it more as a direct thing, like that's a great question. Jenny has a lot of experience in that. Please go ask her. So you're actually giving a direct request that's what you're asking them to do. So it's not, why don't you, or it'd be really nice, we're always feel like we have to cushion everything. You don't have to cushion it. Just tell her, this is where I want you to go. Go to Jenny. Or if you have another idea of someone else to ask, by all means, but you need to go to someone else first. I find that unless it comes from me, they don't always trust it. That's a culture thing, Charna. They have to start trusting their staff better. Because again, like, why don't they trust if the teacher said it? Do you not trust your staff as much? Do you need to be putting more investment into creating that culture of trust where if your teachers say things, you actually have their back and you trust them? Teachers should be able to trust each other. I actually had a story where even just like yesterday, and then I was really impressed because my son followed through with it today, but I sent my daughter, who's 5, downstairs to call my son, who's 7, and she went down like 3 times. And then finally when he came upstairs, I was like, I sent Goldie down 3 times. Why didn't you come? He's like, well, I don't believe her, or I don't trust her, or something like that. So I said, well, in the future, if she tells you that I'm calling you and you don't believe her, come upstairs and say, Mommy, is it true that you're calling me? And then if I wasn't calling you and she's just, bothering you, then, I can help you out with that also. So today it was really interesting because I sent my daughter to go get my son, and he actually came back like a couple seconds later. He's like, Mommy, are you really calling me? And I said, yes, I am. Thank you for double checking. Okay. Now, again, I don't know if that's always going to work. I hope it does. Be great if he always followed through with that. But the point is that I told him, hey, I understand if you don't trust your little sister, if she's annoying you and she's coming, but here's what to do. Because if I'm sending a message and I need you and I can't come all the way downstairs to get you, you need to follow through with that. So again, that's just like part of creating that environment. Diane is here. Hi, Diane. As you said, it's easier just to answer over, be empowering to them, and it creates problem solvers. By the way, hi, Diane, Tracy. Yeah. Again, these are the things that lay the foundation for trust. They lay the foundation for motivation, for empowerment. It's these small, consistent acts that constantly show your people you trust them, you want to empower them, and you're motivating them to become leaders. It's not a grandiose, massive empowerment program. It's about when they come to you to ask you, where's the black paint? Say, ask the blue room. They're the classroom closest to the closet. I think they just used it. Go ask them. Like, those are the things when you take consistent action on that actually create the environment that you want. Or let me check my calendar so we could schedule some time to talk. Yes, and I know that, you know, X, Y, and Z would be happy to help. Awesome. All right. Ladies, again, as you check. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Again, I said it was super short, just one quick thing that I wanted to share with you guys. As you sign out tonight, just let me know what's that one action step that you guys are going to be taking. Again, we're always about taking action and building momentum in your school. And also let me know as you sign out if you want to learn more about this. I'm creating an awesome PDF learning more about just school cultures, understanding dynamic, toxic behaviors. So if you want access to that handout, leave a comment and say, I want the workbook, so that I can message it to you. Charna says, I'm going to add this to my weekly tidbits this week. Ask a peer before coming to me. Maybe they will just try it. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I love that, Charna. Great action step. There you go. You nailed it. So again, as you sign out, let me know what your action step is, and let me know if you want access to learning more about creating a better school culture. So let's see who else is taking action here. Crystal says, anything regarding dynamic cultures would be great. Workbook, please. Awesome, Crystal. You got it. Brenda says, tomorrow. Awesome. I love how it's time bound. Tomorrow, I will encourage my teachers to ask a co-teacher. Also would love a document. Awesome, Charna. Chris Carroll, hey. Good to see you. Also love the workbook, please. Awesome. Chris and Hema, tell me what is going to be your action step as you guys sign out. Let me know what you guys want to take action on. And Diane, who else was here? I'm going to private message it to you guys, by the way. So, hey, Rivka. The workbook is just a booklet that I created about understanding more about school cultures. So people are leaving a comment if they want it. Barbara says, I've already started empowering my teachers to talk to each other and share ideas. Yes, Barbara, I know. I love what you've been doing, commenting in the inner circle, definitely keeping us posted on all of that. So awesomeness. I'll ask my teachers next time they ask me something to first ask another teacher. Yeah, so again, Rivka, you could go back to the beginning just to hear like this script, but it's like when they come say, have you had a chance to ask, you know, 80, or did you ask this teacher or that teacher if they could help you out? And if you know someone specifically that can help them, say, you know what, Candace can really help you with this. Go ask her for help at 1 o'clock today. She's available. Like being super specific. Hey, Donna's here. Hey, Donna. Rivka says, is it okay to tell teachers that I'm doing this on purpose to get them to network more with each other? Yeah. So I usually say that, like, if a teacher's like, well, why can't you just tell me? Like if the teacher gets kind of like resentful, you could say something like, you know what, all of you guys are really super smart, and I know that everyone really gets so caught up in the day, and I really want you guys to be collaborating more with each other. So moving forward, when you guys will come to me and ask me for an idea or something, if I feel that there's a teacher here that has a great resource, I'm actually going to direct them to you, because I want you guys to be talking more with each other. Everyone's here is really, really smart, and I want you all to be learning from each other. Awesome, Donna. Chris says we're a small center, so communication between teachers isn't a big challenge right now, but there's always room for improvement. Okay, awesome. Hema says, I'll give a problem, ask them to solve later if they share. Yeah, I'll ask them to ask the teacher whom I find would be able to do it. Yeah. Definitely move more in the direction with each request. Can I show them all their, oh yeah. Oh, that's so cute. So Rivka actually just shared a really great idea. She said, in the beginning of the year, she did this exercise with them, which we spoke about in the inner circle, all about sharing their superpowers, and like what their talents are and what they're really great at. So that's such a great way to bring that back full circle and have them start sharing that with each other. I love that. Oh, that's so great, Rivka. Donna says it's a great tool. Our staff will need to put it to work this week. Our admin team is all going to Chicago. I know. Have fun. I can't believe you guys are going. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss that. It's so awesome. So they'll get a great practice week. Yeah. And you know what? That's such a great thing, Donna. Like, it's a great time to practice it since, you know, you and the whole admin team, like everyone's going to be in Chicago. Where you can really, really put this strategy to work, because they don't have another choice. Like, they have to help each other. You know, you guys are not there. So I love that. I love that. I think that's a great place to get started. Alrighty, ladies, I am going to check out here. Have a great night. As always, great chatting with everyone. Again, we spoke about how to get your staff to communicate more with each other. We shared a very simple strategy. As you sign out, let me know what your action step is for those of you that haven't done that yet. And let me know in the comments if you would like the workbook on how to understand more where your school culture is holding and strategies that you could take, strategies that you could do, action steps that you could take to consistently create a more effective and collaborative school culture. Take care and have a great night.